Hi guys, and welcome back here to Drone Emotion. Well, the Mavic 3 was just released yesterday, but there were some very important things that DJI forgot to include in their presentation because they did a wonderful job, but there was a lot of stuff that they did not mention. And if you're thinking on buying the DJI Mavic 3, it is crucial that you know all of this info before actually going ahead and buying this drone, because if you hear this, you might even not going to want to go ahead and buy this drone. I mean, it's this big, guys. This video is going to be one that you're not going to want to miss out on. But before we get started with today's video, if you're new to the channel, welcome here, and you want to keep up to date with any upcoming DJI product, whether it is the Mini 3, the Mavic Air 3, or any other drone. Guys, you already know this is the place to come for all of that info. And also currently in the road to 10,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and join the Drone Emotion family. So without any much further ado, why don't we just go ahead and dive right into today's video, which is going to be very exciting and very important. So if you watched DJI's presentation from Thursday night presenting the new Mavic 3, I have to say that they did a wonderful job. I mean, this new Mavic 3 definitely looks really good. It kind of looks actually like a Mini Inspire 2. Now, are we getting Inspire 2 features? I'm not sure about that, guys, but now we do have some impressive stuff, which includes the flight time, which is actually around 46 minutes. Now, will you actually get that in real life? Of course not, and that's something that DJI will not tell you. If you are just going to be hovering the drone, you're going to be getting around 36 minutes of flight time, which is still great. And if you're flying at a constant pace, you're going to be getting around 40 to 42 minutes at a maximum. That's the first thing that you need to know. Now, there are some more important stuff regarding this new Mavic 3, because this is going to be a very expensive drone, starting at $2,200 for the base combo, $29.99 for the Fly More combo, and $5,000 for the Cine version. Now, is it going to be worth it? Well, after you hear everything's going to be lacking, I'm not sure. Now, even though this new Mavic 3 has some great features, there's a lot of stuff that DJI forgot to mention, because in their presentation they did mention that this Mavic 3 was going to be having Active Track 5.0, active exposure bracketing, that 4G transmission connectivity, which will basically give you unlimited range. But they forgot a tiny little piece of information, and that is that the drone will not include that right now, but rather till next year. You heard that correct, guys. All of these features that I'm going to be going over, if you buy the drone right now, you will not be able to use them till January of 2022 with a firmware update, and that is huge. What are those features going to be? Well, that is going to be including hyperlapse, which for me that is huge. I use hyperlapse a ton, and not having it on a drone at this price point is crazy. Now, what else? Master shots are also not going to be included. Quick transfer, in addition, not happening yet. What else? Well, quick shots are not going to be happening either, guys, till next year. Focus track as well as Active Track 5.0, point of interest, 4G connectivity, which will basically give you unlimited range, which is something mind-blowing, but it will not be available till next year. What else? Because this list is long. Let me go ahead and keep on going on, because this is absolutely crazy. Panorama mode is also not going to be available, and auto exposure bracketing, which is something great for all those photographers out there, is also not going to be available. What can I tell you? That is a big bummer for me. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know why DJI decided to go ahead and release this drone if it is not ready, because I mean, all of this stuff is some very important piece of information and features that is what is going to be making the Mavic 3 great, because without that, what's the point of the Mavic 3? Yes, you have a great sensor, you have 20 megapixel images, a 46-minute flight time, but that's about it. All of those features are being left out, and I don't know what DJI was thinking. I think it would have been a much better idea to release this drone probably in January, but with all of the features included. So if you're thinking in mind this new Mavic 3, I need you to be aware that all of these features are not going to be available after you receive the drone and set it up till January of 2022, as confirmed by DJI themselves. So that is basically around, it's not that bad, it's about a 2-month wait, but when you're paying the price of this Mavic 3, I am expecting everything to be ready to go, but it looks like that will not be the case. So if you're needing all of these features and you're thinking about the Mavic 3, probably look for the Air 2s, which includes all of these features right out of the box if you cannot wait to use them. But aside that, there is also some important information that you need to be aware of this new Mavic 3, and that is the fact that it doesn't have a mechanical shutter. That was something we were all expecting to see, just like what we saw with the Mavic 2 Pro, which has a mechanical shutter, and which you're thinking in doing telemetry stuff and some 3D mapping. I know that a mechanical shutter is crucial, and I need you to be aware, guys, that this Mavic 3 will not be having a mechanical shutter, but rather just an electronic shutter. And for me, that is a bummer as well. So what can I tell you? I'm definitely a bit disappointed after seeing that great release that DJI did, but all of these features are not going to be available till a later date. Will it be January? Hopefully there's no delays, but I think that's something we need to be aware of. That can also happen. But those are all of the stuff that DJI is really not advertising you, and I think it's very important that you are aware of this, because this Mavic 3 is going to be costing a pretty penny, starting at $2,200. But if nevertheless, if you are still positive, you don't mind, you just want to get your hands on this brand new product, the Mavic 3, which is a wonderful looking drone, guys, go ahead, and if you want to go ahead and pick it up, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link in the description down below that will take you straight to the DJI store, where you're going to be able to get the Mavic 3, and it's going to be shipping out the next day after your order is confirmed. Now, I've been seeing other places, but they're going to be shipping at a later date. For example, Amazon is shipping, I believe, 1 to 2 months after, so that's crazy. I think right now the best option will be the DJI store, which is shipping out the next day. So this basically means you should be getting your hands on the Mavic 3 the next week. So that is all of the stuff that you need to be aware of before actually buying this new Mavic 3. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you tomorrow with a brand new video. This is Drone Emotion, signing out.